Hi, this is Dee Mamita, Salt and Pepper Easy Cooking, and I'm here in my kitchen getting ready to make that lovely gumbo. You remember I was down at the Baltimore Harbor getting those lovely shrimp and those lovely crabs from the Cross Street Market, and I was also at the Lexington Market. What a beautiful city. So right now I'm going to start with putting the gumbo together, and the biggest thing in making gumbo is to prep. You have to prep everything. The shortest part is to actually cook it. So before we actually started tabling, I prepped a lot of the things, the onion, the pepper, the shrimp, the crabs, and all of what goes into the lovely gumbo, especially those nice sausage, because you know why? My family loves those sausages, and guess who's here? They're here waiting for this lovely gumbo, and that would be my sister and my brother. And I'm giving this to her for her birthday. Happy birthday, Trina! So first we're gonna start with putting the roux together, because that is the base of the gumbo. And in order to put the roux together, you need your onion, your pepper, and I'm going to put some shallot in there. Wow, that's going to kick the flavor out really high. And also some garlic. So I'm going to come over here to my lovely, lovely, lovely pot here, which I love, which is the Dutch oven. And we're going to start off by heating up the Dutch oven. And we're going to put in some canola oil, because that's what I use when I make roux. I don't put olive oil, I use canola oil. So we put in maybe about just to cover the bottom of the pot, okay? And then we have to let that get hot, okay? And then we'll just let that get hot a little bit. And you know what? Guess what? There's wine behind me. You know why? Because I had to give my brother some wine to entertain him before we got ready to tape. So, excuse me while I put the wine up. It's got to cap it. Because I'm a little behind schedule. So Baltimore was great. I loved it down there. The harbor was beautiful. I had such a great time at the harbor, and also I had a great time seeing all of the beautiful, beautiful shrimp, the crab, the mussels, the clams, and which you've seen in my previous take at the Cross Street Market with Lisa. She's very, very good at shucking those oysters and those clams, and the clams are just delicious. So now that this is being heated up, and what we have to do is that in the roux we add flour. Now the roux has to have flour in there to make it brown, okay? So what we do is we brown up the roux. So we take about 2 to 3 to maybe 4, just to thicken it, scoops of the flour. And you see how it's bubbling in that nice oil? I'm just going to put a little bit more, because I think I need a little bit more of that flour. Just to brown it a little bit and get that roux nice and thick and make it nice and brown. That's 2 more. And it depends upon your pot too, because you know, it depends upon your pot how much you're actually making when you're making your gumbo. So what I'm doing is I'm actually mixing this around, okay, and we're just coming up to a bubbly, 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 bubbly type boil. And then what we're going to do is we're going to throw in a few of our seasonings in here. But we're going to start off with the pepper and the onion, and we're going to throw that down in the bottom of it as well. So we're going to come over here, we're going to get the onion, we're going to get the pepper, and what I did is I put the onion and the shallot in one, and then I took the pepper, and I have green pepper, yellow pepper, and red pepper. So what we're going to just dump that in. And then we're going to dump this in. Okay? And what I did is I cut up about a half of each. A half of the onion, a half of the shallot, a half of the green pepper, red pepper, and yellow pepper. And we just mix it all around here. And see, some people, they just do a roux and they don't do this. They don't just put that in there, but I put it in there to give it flavor, the roux. That's my trick. And of course, you do your own. You know, if you don't want to put it in there, you don't have to. You can put it in after you put everything together. But I like to put mine in and saute my onions, my pepper, my shallot. I like to do that. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring over some of those seasonings. I'm going to bring over the salt. We're only going to put a little, not much, just a little. Okay. Then we're going to bring over that nice pepper, black pepper, just a little. Then we're going to bring over the nice season oil, McCormick season oil mixed with the garlic powder. We'll put a little of that in there. Okay. And then, what do you think this is? Well, usually what I do is when I get my crabs, right? I usually have my crabs seasoned with this. And it's like a crab seasoning they put on there when they have them cooked. Well, this is my secret ingredient. I actually use this to cook my gumbo, okay? And it's mixed with Old Bay, but it has all kinds of nice flavor in there. So what I did is that I actually put this in also in the roux. So we're going to put a little of that in there. And we're going to come back to this in a little while. Okay? And then we just mix, mix, mix. And we'll be back in a minute.